So this video is in response to Moving Parts, Sean's video Moving Parts. I watched it last night and broke out in tears. I was so upset and just I couldn't stop crying. So I called him to let him know why I was crying and why I was upset. And we got to talk because over the 5 years we haven't been involved in each other's life outside of Zion. So we don't know what's going on, and that's the thing. So for me, he started off with 2.5 years ago. So I'll go back to 2.5 years ago. Zion was like 5.5. He had just moved with his dad. And that was a big step for me because I could have kept him and been like, I don't care, I'm keeping him regardless of the fact that I was not financially in a position to be able to really take care of him on my own. And I didn't have the family that Sean has, the family support. So my biggest thing was my baby's well-being, and a part of me was like, psst, like, you don't know what it takes to raise a fucking kid full time. That's the truth. So here you go. But mostly because of the fact that he could financially take care of Z. And I know it was challenging at the time for him emotionally and maybe even financially, I don't know, to pay me to take care of him. And I wasn't going to go put him on child support because I don't believe in getting the court involved in the black man's life. He works hard. I wasn't about to have them garnishing his checks. Like, you could give a free will offering, and if you don't feel comfortable giving me money, then you could take care of Zion. That'll work, And so I didn't expect him to have Z more than 2 years, because I had him for 2 years, and then his dad had him for going on 3 years. 3 years, basically. And I was ready to be with my baby again. I had been working on my emotional well-being and my spiritual well-being because that was my focus. I needed to be mentally, spiritually, emotionally sane in order to be able to make money and raise my son without having a nervous breakdown. And my main thing was trying to figure out how I was going to live the lifestyle that I desired, which was travel and world schooling while co-parenting, because I knew that Sean was not about to let me take Z anywhere out of the state permanently. Like, it wasn't like, oh, Alicia, you get to move to Florida where I want to move to, or, anywhere with my baby. And I knew that. So I didn't even think about that. I was just like, when I do have him, like, maybe we could share him. I wanted to homeschool him, world school him. And I didn't know how that was going to play out. But that's the vision that I held. And I just thought, okay, well, in the meantime, I could have him for his vacation time when he's not in school, and we can go on trips and do things like that. And I could just spend quality time with him. But this last year, shit got hectic. Shit got real heavy for me when it came to raising Z and me and Sean's co-parenting relationship and all that. And so the last move I was going to make was renting my house out so that I could move closer to Zion's school so he could live with me. And I could be his mom full time because I planned on transitioning out of work, which I did in 2019. I finally transitioned out of work and started working for myself, doing the things that I'm passionate about and doing the things I'm called to do. And then I had this urgency to move closer to Z because it's like it's been 3 years. Like these years are going by quickly and I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm moving towards it. And I honestly just I felt alone, even though Sean is a great father and was co-parenting with me. But as far as like us working together, I felt like it was a war instead of us working together. And that was heavy on my heart and on my mind and a big distraction, especially the last few months of Zion's life. I was really breaking down and feeling defeated in regards to our co-parenting relationship. So, but everything was going great as far as like opportunities coming and me finally getting into my groove and finally, doing what I was put here to do and like walking in my purpose. So that was great. But as far as the parenting piece and like me not having as much time with my baby, I felt like I'm sacrificing now for later. And that was like the big thing. Like I'm sacrificing time with him now so I can spend more time with him later. I'm so close. I'm almost there. And so that's really where my moving parts. And now all that spiritual work and emotional work that I was doing over these years before I really focused on the financial work was well worth it because I feel so connected to him now. Now I'm with him all the time. Not just when I see him, It's still hard. I still cry, but it's still like it wasn't for nothing, because I felt a little self-conscious sometimes because all the spiritual work that I'm doing wasn't necessarily translating into financial prosperity, but Spirit's like, you just keep going, baby, keep going. Like I was getting there. I still am getting to my goals, my financial goals. So those are my moving parts.